Funding for Crossroads Café was provided in part by the Departments of Education of the states of California, Florida, Illinois, and New York, and by the United States Department of Education and the United States Immigration and Naturalization Service.
What's the matter? Can't Rosa spell fish?
Rosa is not here yet.
Well, I'm sure she'll be here soon.
We open in 10 minutes. She's usually here by now. Maybe she fell on the way to the bus.
She only walks 1 block to the bus stop.
What if a bus ran out of gas?
Well, another bus will come along and pick her up.
But what if the other bus is hijacked?
Hey, now that's a thought. Just kidding.
Come on, rápido.
That was the Jimmy Knight Quintet doing Midnight in New York. At 6:55 on a beautiful Monday morning, here's the latest from Mo Moldauer.
Oh well, at least my face will smell fresh.
Are my pancakes ready yet?
Just a minute. I only have 2 hands.
And you only have 2 customers.
Okay.
What's the matter, Jess?
You know you're getting old when you hurt your back playing golf.
You should sleep on a board. That works for me.
I just bought an expensive bed. I'm not gonna get rid of it.
Keep the bed. The board goes under the mattress. It gives you firm support.
He doesn't have to sleep on a board. I know what the problem is. This seat does not give his back enough support.
But I always sit here. It never bothered me before.
Trust me, I know this will help. Here. This is a better spot. Now, how's that?
It doesn't feel any better.
Of course not. It takes time. Sit.
But if I can cook...
No buts. This is your place.
Sorry I'm late.
Rosa, where have you been?
I didn't have any water in my apartment. This is the 3rd time this month I have a water problem.
You should have come here. I had plenty of water. I just did not have a chef.
Well, you almost had a chef with a green face.
I would have given a lot to see that.
I know. That's why I found another solution. Hi, Jess. Why are you sitting there?
That's what I want to know.
Rosa, if you have a plumbing problem, I'm sure I can help.
I wouldn't want to be in any trouble.
Oh, no trouble at all.
Let me give the building manager one more call.
You have memorized the phone number?
After all the times I've called, I'll remember this number forever. It's the answering machine again. Hello, this is Rosa Rivera from apartment 312. I've called before about a water problem in my apartment. Could you please call me back? My number is 555-4206. Thank you. Jamal, are you sure you wouldn't mind stopping by and taking a look?
Not at all. I'll come over after work.
Speaking of work, let's do some.
Thanks again for coming over, Jamal. You're saving me a lot of money.
I'm glad to help. Not much pressure. And these are all the pipes. But let's see what we can do, huh? Oh, I like that that music.
Me too. Makes me feel like dancing.
Yeah. Just make sure while you're dancing that radio doesn't fall into the bathtub. That could be dangerous.
I'll be careful. If I ever have any water in the tub to worry about. Do you ever have these problems in your building?
Oh, of course. No place is perfect.
But we have elevators that never work. And my neighbor saw a rat the other day, outside in the trash.
So why don't you move?
If I could afford to, I would.
This could be the problem.
I hope you're right.
You shouldn't have to move just to get basic services. Renters have rights in this country.
How about Mrs. Anderson? She couldn't even keep her cat.
They can say no pets. They can't say no water. Let's try it now. That's a good sign. Whoa! That is not a good sign.
What happened?
Well, the excess pressure from here created the problem in here. And
I have a leak in my faucet.
Yes.
Can you fix it?
No problem. That should hold it until I can get a new faucet. Oh. Don't worry, I can fix that too.
Whether it's called an apartment, flat, condo, or house, a place to live fills a basic human need. People who own homes are responsible for their upkeep. But when people live in places owned by others, responsibility is shared by landlord and tenant.
The tenant is responsible for maintaining the unit, keeping it clean. If there's any repairs, the tenant should notify the landlord.
Well, the problem is he was a normal tenant, looks normal, but he became an alcoholic. He destroyed everything. If you see, there's a lot of things that he never reported, but basically that's what he did. He left everything in a mess.
The landlord should provide that the building's in good health and safe conditions. The plumbing should be working. They should provide heating and anything to do with the health and safety of the tenant.
I've complained mostly about the bathroom because it's just a disaster. The paint's all flaking off the walls, and the ceiling is just starting to mildew.
Tenants need to tell the building owner or manager when problems develop.
Once they write down all the problems at one time that's wrong with the unit, they should send a letter through certified mail return receipt. I also suggest they should take pictures of the damage.
If the problem is serious and is not taken care of within a reasonable period of time, the renter may request legal help.
Gary, do you think that you could compensate her in any way for the furniture, or?
Although the names of groups that provide assistance may differ from city to city, local government officials can provide renters with this information.
In an arbitration between a tenant and a landlord, we would hope to accomplish that both parties are satisfied in one way or another. It's not just a one-sided thing. What I'm going to do is write this all down in a mediation agreement, and all of us will sign it, and you will pay him the rent as soon as possible, and he's going to fix the roof as soon as possible. Are we all in agreement?
That's great.
That's agreeable with me. Fine.
Okay, thanks a lot for coming into my office.
Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.
Sincerely yours, Rosa Rivera.
Hold on. Let me get a shot of that antique you're typing on.
Oh, Henry, please. Okay, Catherine, tell me what you think.
Okay.
Dear sir, I'm a tenant who always pays my rent on time. I've tried. Henry, come on! How am I supposed to read this letter with that thing in my face?
Just one more take. And don't look at me. It's supposed to be completely natural and unrehearsed.
Dear sir, I'm a tenant who always pays my rent on time. I've tried to bring several problems to your attention. These include no water pressure, unsafe elevators, and dirty alleys. I'm not asking for luxury, only basic services. I know you're a busy man, but
Wait a
hope you
minute.
will- What? Did I spell something wrong?
It sounds like you're apologizing for writing this letter. You need to be more aggressive.
What do you mean more aggressive?
Like this. They aren't just unsafe elevators, they're death traps. And the grounds aren't just dirty, they're infested with rats.
Catherine, can you do that part again?
Henry, I know this video project is important to you, but we are
It's more than
busy
just
now.
important, Rosa. My grade in journalism depends on how good this documentary turns out.
Well, having water in my apartment depends on how this letter turns out.
I have to reload anyway.
How can I say the grounds are infested with rats? There was only one rat.
Do you want the landlord to take this letter seriously, or do you want him to throw it in the trash?
I thought if I asked nicely, you know.
Henry's right. If you want action, you have to put pressure on him. Here, take out that busy man stuff and tell him your brother's a lawyer.
Oh, but my brother works in a shoe store.
You know that and I know that, but Mr. Landlord doesn't know that.
Maybe I need another opinion.
I'll tell you what, you keep working and I'll ask Mr. Brashoff what he thinks. What do you think, Mr. Brashoff? Should Rosa write a letter to her landlord?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
If her landlord gets mad, Rosa could lose her apartment.
No way.
They wouldn't dare.
Don't be too sure. Back in Romania, in the old days, anyone who complained got into big trouble with the government.
So, what you're saying is that if Rosa's landlord was once a Romanian politician, Rosa could have a problem?
You never know.
Are you still open?
No. But for you, Jess, we're always open.
Does that mean I can get a piece of pie?
Of course.
What are you doing, Henry? Making an art film of some kind?
No, I'm doing a documentary for my journalism class.
A documentary? About what?
About work.
Work?
Yeah. You know, the kinds of things people do to make a living? What happens at work, that kind of thing.
I thought people made documentaries about major events. Wars, elections.
Apple pie. Why don't you have a seat, Jess? I'll bring you some coffee.
Thanks, Catherine.
That section is closed. Your new seat is over there.
Back still sore, Mr. Washington?
Oh, it's not bad, as long as I don't move.
That's great if you're a statue.
Have you considered acupuncture?
I don't believe in that stuff.
My parents say it really works.
Nobody's sticking needles into me.
Yeah, but you've never tried it. Just a few needles and you'll be back on the golf course in no time.
I think I'll stick to playing chess.
I know you are a busy man, but my brother is a lawyer and he says... My brother works in a shoe store and he says... Hi, Jamal. Where have you been?
Just running some errands. Here you go. As good as new.
Thank you. I didn't think you'd be able to fix it so quickly. This radio has 2 speakers. It only had one before.
Well, actually, I couldn't fix yours, so I bought you this new one.
You didn't have to do that. It wasn't your fault. Just give me the old one back and I'll take you to a repair shop.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right, here it is. It's all there.
On the other hand, I've always wanted a stereo radio. How about if we share the cost?
All right, that's fair.
Wait a second, Jamal.
Excuse me?
I just wanted to get some good close-up shots before you put everything away.
Henry's making a video as a school project.
Okay, that was great, thanks. Wait until Michael McAllister sees my video.
In your dreams, you should be so lucky.
Michael McAllister is going to see my video.
Not the Michael McAllister.
Who is Michael McAllister?
Only the top reporter on Channel 8 News, and the guest instructor in my journalism class this month.
Do you think we can shoot some of the footage over again? Maybe I can try something a little different with my hair.
Rosa, I really
You
don't...
might give me my big break. I could be a traffic reporter, or I could do the weather. We are expecting gorgeous sunny skies beginning tomorrow. It looks like another incredible weekend. This is Rosa Rivera, Channel 8 News. Now back to you, Michael. What do you think, Henry? Henry?
I think your reporting career just ended.
This probably won't help your back, but it might just cheer you up.
Thanks, Catherine.
I'm sorry, we're closed.
I forgot to lock the door.
Is there a Rosa Rivera here?
Henry, stop the camera and go find Rosa.
Sure, Mr. Brescia.
If you are here for lunch, perhaps you could come back another time.
I just need a few words with Miss Rivera.
I'm Rosa Rivera.
I'm from the property management company. We haven't received your rent yet.
I need some repairs done. My bathroom faucet leaks. The tile is cracked.
Hey, my car needs new brakes. That doesn't mean I can stop making car payments. Look, you pay your rent now, and I won't charge you a late fee.
You don't know what that building is like. We've got problems with the water, the elevators, the garbage.
I'm just doing my job.
Some job.
Excuse me? What are you doing?
Just testing out my new camera.
Well, you can go test it someplace else.
No problem.
Here.
I'd love to help you, Miss Rivera, but I don't even know who the owners are. It's a corporation.
Oh, yeah, sure. Nobody wants to take responsibility.
Thank you, Miss Rivera.
Rosa, you're not gonna give up, are you?
I can't fight a corporation. I'm only one person.
Well, maybe you can't fight them alone. But if you organize all the tenants, who knows what you could do?
But even if I could get the tenants together, where would we meet? My apartment's too small.
You can meet here.
That's very nice of you, but I couldn't ask.
Then don't ask. I insist.
We're off at 6 o'clock. Henry and I can help you set up.
And I will provide free coffee.
And I'll make some signs.
I'll just sit here and make sure things are getting done right.
How can I say no? All right, let's do it! Can I have your attention, please?
Henry, where have you been? I thought you were going to help us set things up.
I was, but something came up and I had to stay at school.
Please, can I have your attention?
I need to speak with Rosa before she starts.
Why? What is so important?
I showed Michael McAllister my video project. They're going to be here any minute.
Who is going to be here?
Everyone needs to find a seat.
Rosa, can I talk with you a second?
What?
They're doing a series on local problems and community involvement. He thinks this is
I'll
a
talk
good...
with you after the meeting, okay?
But he thinks
We'd like to start the meeting. Can everybody please sit down? First, I'd like to thank Victor Brasov for letting us use the cafe. He wants me to say good food at good prices, and I should know because I'm the cook. Now, we all want to improve conditions in our building. That's why we are here. Does anyone have any suggestions?
Yes, I think the first thing we should do is elect a president for our group.
Okay, that's a good idea. Who should we nominate?
You! I nominate you!
I second it. All in favor?
I accept, but only if you all agree to work with me. Everyone needs to help.
We should take pictures of all the problems with the building and get a lawyer.
I think we need to organize ourselves into smaller groups.
Any other ideas? Yes.
I don't actually live in your building, but I'd like to hear from any of the tenants who have had problems.
And who are you, sir?
I own property in the area.
Oh.
And I'd like to help solve some of the problems in the neighborhood.
Maybe if the owners of our building would provide basic services and safe conditions, there wouldn't be so many problems in the neighborhood.
Yeah. You know what I say? No water, no rent. No water, no rent. No water, no rent. No water, no rent. No water, no rent.
Ah, there you are. This is a session you won't want to miss. It's all about making complaints, how to let someone know there's a problem.
I need some repairs done. My bathroom faucet leaks, the tile is cracked, the paint is...
Hey, my car needs new brakes. That doesn't mean I can stop making car payments.
Look at the following situations and see if you can develop complaints to go with them. It is very clear. If we don't get back to the story, you will be sending me letters of complaint. Shall we go?
How come he's sitting there?
He's not the regular customer. This one time, it won't kill him.
Okay, but I better not see him sitting at my place again.
Quick, Henry, turn it on channel 8.
And in local news, it seems there was more than coffee brewing at Crossroads Café. What took place at this simple neighborhood
Look,
diner?
there you are.
I still can't believe Michael McAllister came to the meeting.
When he saw my video, he said it would make a great story for his program.
I'm here with Ms. Rosa Rivera.
The coffee here is very good, and the rest of the menu is even better.
We're here with Ms. Rosa Rivera, president of the Tenants Association. Tell me, Ms. Rivera, what is this all about? Exactly what are you protesting?
Well, services in our building are very bad, and we can't get action any other way.
You should try this.
Rosa, you almost look good on TV.
Why, Catherine, you almost gave me a compliment.
Hey, look! That's my arm. I'm on TV.
And your name?
There's that guy that said he was an
Stephen
investor.
Martinez. Dr. Stephen Martinez. I understand you own business interests in the area. Is that correct? Actually, I'm one of the investors in this property. Dr. Martinez, did you know about all the problems with the building? Absolutely not. I'm just one of a large group of investors. I'm not involved with the management of the building. Doctor, many of the tenants here tonight appear to be of Hispanic origin. As someone of that same background yourself, do you feel any special obligation to get to the bottom of this? This has nothing to do with nationality or ethnic background. I plan to take an active role and find out what's really happening, because it's the right thing to do. All right, Doctor, I'm sure everyone here will be happy to hear that. Thank you. I'm Michael McAllister, Crossroads Café, Channel 8 News.
Rosa, you are like a movie star.
Maybe she can sign autographs later. Table 5 needs a club sandwich.
So much for being a star.
Miss Rivera,
Hi, it's you again.
glad I found you.
If you're here for the rent, I already gave it to the manager, and it's wrong for you to come here where I work.
No, you don't understand. I want you to
Yes, I know. You want me to stop talking about your corporation.
No,
but
if you let me finish. I was just going to invite you to talk about all the problems at the meeting with my partners.
What?
Here's the address. Could you be there by 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon?
I don't know. I have to help Mr. Brashev.
She'll be there.
Great. Look forward to seeing you then.
You know, Doctor, I've had this sore throat that's been bothering me. Do you think you could take a quick look?
Sorry, I'm not that kind of doctor.
Oh, what kind of doctor are you?
My specialty is backs, not throats. I'm a chiropractor.
Is that where you twist people's bones around?
Something like that. Sorry, I can't help.
But wait. Maybe you could help my friend Jess. He has a bad back and is too stubborn to see a doctor.
Well, I'd be glad to take a look. Why don't you call my office and make an appointment that way?
What about now?
Well, I suppose I could take a quick look, but I'd still like to see you in my office. This isn't the way I usually work.
Well, he is not your usual patient.
Hold on a minute. I think I'm getting used to the pain.
Let's see. Right about here?
That's it. What are you going to do?
Don't worry. I promise I won't hurt you. Just put your arm across your chest.
You didn't answer my question.
Now take a deep breath.
That's great, Jess. You look as good as new.
I feel 20 years younger.
It's good to see you back in your old seat, my friend.
Victor, I feel like I could take on the world.
Great, I could use some help moving the refrigerator.
You know, I still feel a little stiff.
Are you going on a date tonight, Rosa?
No. I'm meeting with the group that owns my apartment building. Is it still okay for me to leave a little early, Mr. Brashev?
Of course, don't worry about it.
You look pretty fancy for a meeting.
Well, if I find myself negotiating with a single handsome doctor, I have to be prepared, just in case we have to go for coffee after the meeting.
To continue to work on the problems of the building.
Of course.
Hey, it's our anchorman of the future.
I just got my documentary project back from Mr. McAllister. He gave me a B+.
Only a B+?
Yeah.
Why didn't he give you an A?
I don't know. We didn't have time to talk.
I know why.
You do?
Yes. Your project has some very interesting things in it. Catherine giving advice, Jamal with a new radio, Rosa typing. But there is one thing missing from your documentary about work here at Crossroads Café.
Really? What's that?
People working.
Crossroads Café is a series that teaches English to speakers of other languages. For more information, call toll-free 1-800-375-2988.